everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Wednesday, and I thought we would veer off the path a little bit. So many of you ask me about carnivore videos and my Women's Wednesdays, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to just tell you how I feel. I had someone tell me that my Women's Wednesday videos and talks, that they made her feel bad and that she did not watch those. And then I had someone else say that the carnivore videos, that, you know, everyone has to find their own way, and basically I shouldn't be talking about it and everything like that, which I know that I have always told you, you need to find your own thing, and that I'm not promoting carnivore if you don't have to do it. This is just what I do, and I'm not trying to pressure you or make you feel bad, and I'm scared that that might have happened. So I want to get that right out there, that I do not feel that way. So today what I thought I would do is 5 things that I miss from before I was carnivore. And I kind of consider carnivore a form of keto. If I did not have my IBS issues, I would be keto all the way. So 5 things I miss, 5 things I don't. Some of them may surprise you. I never planned on being like a carnivore spokesperson, but you guys just noticed how much better I felt, how much happier I was, and that I was losing weight and all of these things. So that's when I started talking about it. So it just kind of happened organically, and I don't want to stop. I want to keep you filled in, and I might not do it every week, but I want to do it at least maybe once a month or something like that. So if you have any questions, just DM those questions to me on Instagram, and maybe next time we will do a question and answer video. As far as like Women's Wednesday and me doing kind of like, you know, talking about making money, or talking about reinventing yourself, or talking about different things like that, I really understand that we are all driven by different things. And I have I don't know, I've always just had a lot of drive when it comes to whatever I want to achieve. And I really realized, especially throughout my first marriage, that you cannot blame someone because they don't find important what you find important. We all have different things that we want to accomplish. We have different things that make us feel comfort. We have different things that make us feel excitement. We have different things that we want to accomplish. So if I have ever made you feel awkward, bad, or whatever throughout those videos, I'm sorry. I really know that it's not about how pretty, skinny, rich, talented, whatever someone can be, famous, whatever. It's about how you make someone feel when they're with you. So if I have ever made you feel bad or negative, I'm very, very sorry. I did not mean to do that. So I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. The things I miss about my life before carnivore. I know I just end up saying this about every aspect of my life, but I cannot go without saying, right when I started this was right when the pandemic hit. So a lot of these things I think I would be missing anyway, because life has changed so much. Life has changed so much in this world, and life has changed for me because my children are older. It's not like the little 4 of us, you know, doing every single thing together, because Brooke is doing things, Will wants to do things on his own. You know, John is retired. It's been, I think, a year now, 1 year since he's retired. So we've had just a lot of adjustments, and we're in a different phase of our lives. So really it kind of fit right in for me to change my eating habits. But the first thing I miss the most, and I miss this in every aspect, is Mexican food. We would go eat Mexican probably, no doubt, once a week, but usually twice a week. And I miss the chips and salsa. I miss that so much. I miss the experience with my family. I miss getting to know the waitresses like we did, and just having we would walk in, they wouldn't even, just, they would call us on over. You can go ahead and sit down. I mean, we had a table. They knew our names. They wouldn't even have to come ask us what we wanted to drink. And I miss that. I do miss those days. I miss those restaurants. I miss those people. And I just miss Mexican food. The movies. Brooke and I, sure, we would see at least 3, maybe 4 movies a month. We would go every Saturday or Sunday, and we would just grub out. We would just, oh, let me shut this door, hold on. Okay, it's a nice day here today. I've got a lot of errands to run, so I'm looking forward to getting out in it. Okay, movies. We would go to movies almost every, we might miss one weekend for some reason. And it would be like a party. We would go up to that snack counter and we would get those movie passes where you went to go see as many movies as you wanted. I don't know if it was monthly or yearly. And we had points. We would get free drinks. And we would just get popcorn, pretzels, 3 different kinds of candy. We would always get something chocolatey, something like Sour Patch Kids. And we would just feast at the movies. I miss that because it was kind of now I don't know with Brooke being older, if she would even want to go to the movies. John's not crazy. He has to really want to see the movie. Brooke and I would say, we're going to the movies, and then we would pick one out. You know what I mean? So we liked the whole experience, whereas John will only go if he really wants to see that movie. I miss that time with Brooke. I miss just that, it was like a party, and I just miss that whole experience. But here again, with the pandemic, it's just not the same. Okay, this is something that's probably going to surprise you. I said it to John this morning because I was kind of going over my points, and I think it surprised him. But I miss my softer body. I miss my softer face. I miss my softer arms and legs. And I told him this morning I would not mind being the size that I was if I didn't have such a big stomach. And he said, well, your stomach wasn't fat. It was just, something was wrong. And it's true. My stomach was so bloated. And I'm not sure. I think it was just a combination of menopause and the IBS. But in order to not have the IBS symptoms, I have to eat this way. So, and please don't take this as an invitation to criticize the way I look now. I realize I looked softer and prettier in my old videos before I lost weight. I know that. And this is just the way I have to eat now because it's just the way. I can't live like that. I can't live like I used to live. And you'll see further down. Okay, sweet tea, chili, and comfort foods. I made chili a couple of weeks ago, and my chili recipe, it's just, you just throw in every kind of beans. You put in a packet of the Hidden Valley Ranch, and then you put a packet of the taco seasoning, and then you put a can of Rotel, and the pound of hamburger meat, a can of corn, and then any kind of bean you want. Garbanzo beans, black-eyed peas, black beans for sure, kidney beans, pinto beans, whatever beans you want to, and you just make it like a big pot of goodness. And then I would get regular tortilla chips and the Frito scoops. Then you would get the 2% skim cheddar cheese, or like a Mexican cheese. And the reason I like the 2% is we like to put the cheese on top and then dip with the chips. And the 2% wasn't as stringy. It was a lot easier to eat. And I would eat half the bowl and then have to put more cheese and then put another scoop of chili on to melt that. And we loved that. That was I think it was like spaghetti one week, chili the next. Spaghetti one week, chili the next. And I kind of miss that. And sweet tea. And both of those things, it's not just that I miss the flavor or even the experience. I miss having a food that comforts me when I'm upset. I've always been someone that if something bad happens or my nerves are shot, I could go to Chick-fil-A and get a sweet tea, or McDonald's and get a sweet tea, and it just calmed my nerves. Or even, I think it started when I was younger. If I was upset, my mom would fix me a glass of tea. And I know that I can drink green tea, I can drink hot tea. It's not the same. If you live in the South, our sweet tea is just different. The last thing is, and I said this to John, I think it was when we were watching, because we usually kind of do our own thing, and John will say, what time? And I'll, according to if I have to do my hair, or if I'm doing something upstairs, or if I need to post a lot on Instagram, I'm usually doing those things. He's in his study doing what he wants to do, and then we kind of meet up and we watch TV. This is in our old house, so this was before I started eating like this. We would get our Ben & Jerry's. Like, he always had something. John just enjoys eating healthy. So he would get those ones that are like dairy free, but mine was strawberry cheesecake. That's my favorite flavor of Ben & Jerry's. We would eat sometimes he would eat all of his. That's the thing, is he eats better, but he eats more. He's a man. And I would usually, one of them would last me like 2 nights. And, we'd get it out early, have it kind of thawing out. And I have tried, I could eat all kinds of like keto bars and things like that. To me, they're just not worth it now. I'm just like that. Like, if you tell me I can have 3 fries, I don't want them. If you tell me I can have 1 cookie or 2 cookies, I don't want them. I want as many fries as I want to eat. I want as many cookies as I want to eat. It's all or nothing with me. So it's been nothing. But I will say I am not hungry. I eat dinner between 5 and 6 o'clock, and I do not think about food again. I might drink some Diet Sierra Mist. I don't drink caffeine at night, or something like that, but I am not hungry. So that helps. It was just like the act of food brings us together, and it's, like a celebratory thing. It's stress. It's something to look forward to. It's an event. And that's why when I thought about what she said, I really wanted to tell you, this is not for everyone. You have to have issues. You have to want it so bad to eat like this. And a lot of times I think, oh, what would happen if I went and ate a big Zaxby's salad today? And all I have to think about are these things I'm going to tell you that I don't miss, and I will go right on to McDonald's and get my double quarter pounder. And this is something I wanted to say too. I had someone say that the double quarter pounder at McDonald's was soy. It is not. It's 100% beef. The only spices that they put in it, they have like a grill spice that's salt and pepper. And even, I think Dr. Berry, he even said that if they're out and they want something to eat, that's what they will get. I think Wendy's is 100% beef too. And, there was a time when that might have, I don't know what it is, but even me, like, I could eat a burger with a bun. That didn't gross me out. But when I thought about just eating the meat from McDonald's, that cooked me out some. And I thought, why? Why is that cooking me out? In most restaurants, I worked at some nice restaurants. Believe me, there was no lady or man back there pattying up burgers. They came in frozen. That is pretty common. So that shouldn't bother you or me. And I'll be honest with you, when I get my burger and it has cheese and ketchup on it, I don't eat bacon anymore, and I cut it up, it's just a little bowl of hamburger meat. It's no different than a bowl of hamburger helper without the noodles, or a bowl of spaghetti without the noodles, or a bowl of, or 2 slices of meatloaf. It's not anything different, but I understand that we have these things in our mind, and I do too. So I had to get over a lot of hang-ups, and I will tell you, it's very good. I look forward to it. Things that I don't miss. I could go, there's so many more things that I don't miss than things that I miss. I will tell you that. First of all is indigestion. There were times when my stomach would hurt so bad, I would just wish that I could throw up. Nothing would come up or down, and I felt like I had just volcanic rock or something in my stomach. It would hurt so bad, like a true, bellyache, just where it just hurts so bad. I don't miss that. I don't miss taking the Tums, the Pepto-Bismol. everything. I mean, I could not travel anywhere, not in the car, anywhere without my Tums. And it just got to be like part of life. Like there is no air feeling in me. I feel like when I eat, it's just solid and good and smooth, and I don't burp, I don't do anything else. It's just no heartburn, no indigestion, no pain, no feeling so full, no feeling so tired, no feeling queasy, my heart's not racing. All of those things that happen when I would eat junk food and, you know, fried foods, which were my favorite. Oh, I would love to eat a big plate of fried food and then have a big brownie with ice cream. So, but even when I ate a salad, which I love salads and I do miss salads, I do. Even when I ate those, I still had indigestion, and that they really were the worst thing for my IBS. So that's number one. Okay, number two is the stress of decisions and the anxiety and the guilt. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Say you've got a kid's birthday coming up on Friday night. That would stress me out. I would be so stressed. I don't know why, because I knew I was going to eat that cake and ice cream. So then I would maybe, okay, I'm not going to eat anything bad the rest of the week until then. Then John and the kids would say, oh, let's go to Fox and the Hound. And then the stress of, I don't want to go to Fox and the Hound if I can't eat the brownie ice cream with 2 scoops of ice cream at the end. So then I would eat it. I would talk myself, I would rationalize why I should eat it. Life is short, And then I would feel guilt. And then I would be stressed about the party Friday night. It was just like always not only feeling bad physically, but mentally. Okay, number 3. This is something I've never really talked about because I didn't really want to jinx myself. And I don't know if there's anything to this. But have you guys noticed that I have not been sick one time since I started eating this way? Not one time. Typically, every year I would get so sick, like right around, usually when pollen comes out, which I realize that's pretty much, and a lot of every time I would get sick, they would say I had a bad sinus infection, that it was allergies or whatever. I do have like an allergy nose, but that's all the time, no matter what. But I have not been sick. I have not been sick since I started eating this way. I haven't missed any videos. I just haven't felt bad, and I just haven't been sick. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, and I could get sick tomorrow. Please, I'm not trying to jinx myself, knock on wood, but that's just one thing that I have noticed. You know, when people, I've said this before, it's not acceptable by most people to eat this way. They cannot just wrap their brain around it. And so they try to make you feel bad. And, you know, that's what I always think of. My blood pressure is great. Last time I got a physical and blood work, he told me I didn't have to come back for a year because it was so good. Had I told people about this, and I haven't been sick. So I just think, I'll go with that. Number 4 is hurting. And this, not just IBS, but joints mostly. Sciatic nerve, this hip, I was getting the shots in this hip, and every time I would think, oh, it's gone away, and then it would come back. I've told you I got rid of my car because I thought it was having a low car, putting the pressure to get out of the car. I mean, I was trying everything. I can't even remember what wrist it was. If it was this, I think it was this one, because it seems like it would hurt like if John handed me something. My hands don't hurt, my wrists don't hurt, my knee, nothing hurts. I haven't fallen like I was falling. A lot of that could be menopause, but I don't miss it. I don't miss the joint pain. And I think if you watch anyone who has given up processed foods, sugar, I think keto will help you with that. Okay, and the last one is IBS. Okay, I want to go ahead and stress this because true IBS is always going to be with you. It's just, I've always had a little bit of a sensitive stomach, but this is the difference. Every once in a while, up until I was probably 40, something like maybe some spice or something somewhere, would hit me and I would have to go to the bathroom. But it wasn't enough to worry about. But when I got older, I don't know if it was hormones, what it was, but it just got to where I cannot eat a green bean. And I don't mean I just have to go to the bathroom and that's it. Oh, everything's fine. That's not it. It starts if you have it, you know, it starts a feeling, pain shooting down your legs, almost like menstrual cramps in your lower back. It is just painful, and it goes on for, depending on how much I ate and how much my body hated it, it will go on for at least 24 hours, if not a couple of days. And a lot of times you will not know it until not the next day, but maybe the next day or the next day. So that's why it's good to, if you are doing this elimination diet and you're trying to pinpoint what is triggering you, you have to eat one thing at a time. And you can't do it green beans one day, avocado the next day, peaches the next day, or whatever. You have to, which those things got me, you have to eat green beans, green beans, green beans, and then see how it goes. Or I would eat green beans and I would just wait, go back to just eating meat a few days and give it like 48 hours. And sure enough, it'll get you. And if you have true diagnosed IBS, you know what I'm talking about. It's more than just going to the bathroom. Okay, but I will say, you're never really cured if you have the kind that I have, because my biggest trigger, and I don't think I'll ever get over this, and that's why even when I will travel again, but I don't feel totally safe that I won't have issues when I'm gone, because my biggest trigger is stress. If I am stressed out, wow. You have to study the connection between your mind and your gut. It is bizarre, it is unbelievable, and it is a real thing. There are receptors in your gut, and that nerve that goes up and down, it's just amazing. Even when I was like going to the doctor and we were trying to figure out, I went to every doctor trying to figure out what it is, and they even offered to give me like these nerve pills to take before I went out of town, because it's such a thing. A lot of people have this where they get nervous and they just go into a tailspin. And so I am going to travel. I have a couple of things kind of in the works, and I'm already thinking, well, I'm just going to have to make it worth it. So that is basically what I wanted to go through today. I hope that you, if nothing else, it maybe puts it in perspective for you. And, you know, I always think, am I going to eat like this forever? Will there ever be a day? And you know what I say to myself? I'm not going to stress on that. I'm going to live one day at a time. I'm going to do I'm going to just do the best that I can. And I'm not going to tell myself that I'm never going to have brownies and ice cream. I'm not going to tell myself that I'm never going to have a salad, because one day it may be worth it to me. One day, maybe when I get, past, I'm 51 now, maybe when I get to be 55 or 60 or something, maybe my hormones will get better and, it will be better. But now it's just a very rewarding thing for me. I eat the same things, you guys. I've had so many people ask me what I eat. It is the same things. And if you want me to do a video on that and explain why and why it doesn't bother me, I will. So down below, if you want a video on what I eat when, and I still take basically the same supplements. I don't really think I need to, but I'm so scared that if I don't, and they're kind of like things that I figure aren't going to hurt me. So if you want that video, let me know down below, and that will be the next one that we do. Okay, outfit of the day. I'm just using my phone today because I figured, I'm using that the lights and everything so much, I figured I could get away with the phone today. It's so easy. I've got on a vest from H&M. I bought it, I think, a few months ago. And I've got on the pants. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but I purchased these from Abercrombie. They're like a linen blend. They are soft. They're not, it's almost like they have a linen look, but not the linen feel at all. And they're like a high-rise, wide, elastic waistband. I got them in black too. And when I wore these, I went to link them and they were sold out. But they have a waffle, like a waffle weave or waffle print in the same type style, and I ordered those. Matter of fact, they might be here today. And so I'm hoping those are gonna be just like this because, oh my gosh, they are so comfortable. This is so me up and down with a bodysuit, with a tank top, with a t-shirt, with anything. And the flip-flops that I'm wearing today, I just had to get these out. They are the Gucci flip-flops, and I am so surprised at how comfortable they are. I really am. I can't believe it. Okay, and oh, let me show you my jewelry because it's new. This is a new collection from Davidson. I just got it yesterday and opened everything, and I'm having a hard time getting it off the counter here. And I just thought about this too. Today I am trying that Fit Glow foundation again in a lighter color, and the powder, not the Fit Glow. Okay, it's a Fit Glow foundation, but it's the Alima Pure Mineral Powder. And I'm gonna put a picture in here of me. I dumped out Classic Beige, this mineral powder, and Rich Vanilla, and they are just right in line. I'm so excited. So that is what I have on today, along with a new amethyst eyeshadow. It is I believe it's the Dune collection. Iconic Inspiration. The long-awaited Dune collection is here, featuring two-tone finishes. This timeless collection takes inspiration from our best-selling Dune hoops and the shapes of the shifting sand dunes. Right up my alley. We can't wait to see how you style your diverse pieces of Dune. Okay, so the ones that I got are this bracelet. I love the mix of the white gold and gold, or silver and gold. And then here's the necklace, same toggle closure. And the earrings I put on are these. I don't know the exact names. Of course, I will list everything below. I couldn't memorize them right before this video. But here are the hoops, beautiful, just gorgeous, perfect size. And then these. This is my favorite. This might be my favorite style of earrings besides hoops. I can't say that because I like studs. I like it all. But I really do like a drop earring like this. Especially, what I like about it is with long hair, you don't feel them. They kind of go and you kind of see them because they hang like right beside your face. They are so pretty. I love them. So thank you. Oh, and I got one more. This would be good for my back piercing. I wonder if they're too big, but I love these little huggy hoops. And I know I can't be the only one that loves an earring that does that. It's just like so easy and so easy to take out. So thank you to Dean Davidson and his team for sending those to me. You always make me feel special, and I just really love these. There's many more things with the collection too. I think that's it for now. I really could make a video every day. I always have so much stuff to tell you. One thing I have to tell you is, and I'll save it. I'll save it for Friday. I have some kind of like little mini reviews. So see you on Friday. Bye-bye.